It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cardinals and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, our ball game here featuring a couple of young quarterbacks a lot of people have their eye on. Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, Sam Darnold of the Panthers.
Yeah, Brandon, we're starting to see some of the old guard moving on. Guys like Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning. And in their place, there have been some dynamic young guys who have come into the league, not just this year, but the last 3 or 4 years in particular. They've really changed the quarterback position. And I think both of these guys fit into that category. Youth is being served.
The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. More now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First carry for James Conner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Oh, that's money in the bank, baby.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this to Conner underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on, baby.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Escaping the press. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action. It's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Murray steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Murray giving to Connor on the option, and he stopped immediately there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Connor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Murray now. To Connor on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray to air it out again. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Andre Roberts. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 26-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
We're going to work.
The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Single.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina. 39 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, next-gen stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And pretty darn well executed there. Just a nonchalant flip over the shoulder. But that's not easy. You have to time that right, and they did.
They certainly did, and it wasn't just the flip, right? They timed that up. But then the pass downfield to pick up the first down. So you really get 2 times the ball's in the air, and they did it successfully. Really well done.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll try and run for it with Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Darnold.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now it's Darnold.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 16.
The shotgun snap for Darnold.
That caught by Tremble.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10. 2, 1.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run is Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Connor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
You don't want to hurt. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.